talking about a little Chinese guy by the name of Hung Lee. About 20 years ago when I lived in downtown Pittsburgh in this hood. And every time we would walk, like no matter this little Chinese guy, this young Chinese guy, he was very young at the time. So this like 20-some years ago. But he used to be scared of everything and everybody. Like for real. Like I'm talking about the real spirit of fear. He was so handsome. He was a little young guy, y'all, with a uniform suit on. You know, like how your kids wear the uniform suit with either the slacks, the color, the navy blue, or the tan with the white shirt, you know, with the white beater underneath, you know, something nice, casual. Well, anyway, he dressed like that, a uniform suit every day. And perhaps he had to work or something. He was always coming from somewhere. And he'd just be twisting and turning, like looking. You know how you ready, you take a stance and you look if your opponent or your enemy, your opponent, and or your enemy is like around you, you know, like a 360, you look around, so you like waving and moving your arms. This is the picture that I'm gathering, y'all, like how I remember him, because now I'm older and I understand now through God that was the spirit of fear he had on him. But 20 years back, I was ignorant too, you know. I was a street kid, I was evil, I was selling dope, you know. So me looking at him, I knew he was scared, but I didn't know that he had a spirit on him for, you know, whatever his childhood was, or, you know, whatever trauma that he went through that opened up the door for the spirit of fear, y'all. But poor Mr. Hung Lee, you know, back then, 20 years plus back, he had to been nothing between the age of 17 and 20 of years of age. So now I'm 45, so I wonder about him. Like, you know, what made me think about this is I was driving down the street taking my daughter to work, you know, OHAJI TV, that's where we going now, Freeway Talk. And I seen this little Chinese man on the side of me to the left, like this older Chinese guy, like an elderly guy, you know, but he still was uniformed up, had the nice little military cut with the gel, with the little part on the side, and he was real short, you know, with the shoes on. So it made me think of my childhood of the guy, Hung Lee. We used to call him Hung Lee. We used to be like that, Hung Lee. And he'd be running, looking, you know, trying to hurry up and make it in his house, y'all. It was so crazy. But the guy, he was innocent, you know? Like, he was, oh my God. Like, you see the spirit of fear on him is fear. The spirit of fear is what I imagine today is what I know that is true to be fact, you know? And, yeah, I wonder what happened to him. Because he didn't know English either. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, he already initially came from a foreign country. So, whatever happened to him put trauma into him. And trauma opens up the door for the spirit of fear, if y'all didn't know. Number one and first and foremost. Because if you traumatize, what is the first thing that happened to you? Before any hurt, any pain, any blood, guts, rah-rah, whatever. What is the first molestation, anything? You know, what is the first thing that happens to you? Fear. Fear. That is the first thing. So trauma opens up the door for fear, y'all. And I was thinking about Hung Lee. Like, what happened to him? Like, you know? Like, I think what happened to him. Like, you know, man, yeah, I'm thinking about that right now. I'm like, something happened to him to where he was so scared. He was scared of everything and everybody. But he lived in the hood, y'all. He lived in the hood, though. Where we was slinging dope, pop. It was all that, trust me. And he lived in the hood. And what was so crazy about it is, y'all, you know, usually fear will cause other spirits to attract to you, to, you know, to give you that fear, like to mess with you, to torment you. Didn't nobody mess with him. Didn't nobody mess with him. Because they saw how scared he was. Like, they were like, Hung Lee. That's maybe they vexed him a little bit, you know. Maybe they vexed him a little bit because they used to be like, call his name, but that was enough. That was enough to scare him literally half to death.